So I'm doing a couple quick videos in my shop here this morning. It's a beautiful day outside. The only thing I'm going to get to enjoy about outside day is mowing grass. Hope to get on the water this week. Hope you guys are getting on the water. Hope things are looking well for you. I'm going to talk a little bit about my self-commercial, about my bait company, because I'm getting it up and rolling. So I'm DW Verts, old school fishing through and through. We're going to talk about some bait stuff. I'll be right back. So what I got is I've been trying for a couple years and have sold very few baits in a couple years. I'm trying to get a lure company started, and it's been a search and soul deep thing that I just really don't know to this day where it's going to go, because so many folks are making baits. Everybody is making baits. You kind of got to have a niche, and I do my hard baits. I do them different than anybody else. I've got my hardcore wacko worm, my wacky worm with the hard center. If you haven't seen, I did videos about that. That's going to go over pretty well. I'm filling an order for them right now. I sent some out last week. My first orders went out last week. It's going to take a while. I'm working on a 100 bait order for a man right now. Got a mess of stuff. I'm going to try to get that finished today. But I want to talk about it a little bit. This is a commercial for me. I'm not monetized, so the only commercial you ever see me do is on solar bat sunglasses. The finest eyewear a fisherman can wear. Oh yeah, no doubt in my mind, especially for the price. Link in the description. Promo code save 30% off. See how slick I did that? Yeah, you get free shipping and you get save 30% on good sunglasses. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, baits. So I come in. For whatever reason, I started painting some crankbaits. I've got 200. I sold 146 crankbaits and jerkbaits to a man the other day for a little tackle shop. I don't have a link to that. It's, I think, in Illinois. He come in and just bought them, which is cool. So I'm going to start listening to that stuff. But I was working on it. What do you think about that? Does that show up good enough in here? I call that my psychobilly. That's a whole nother set of videos right there of why that bait is that color. That's a whole nother video. The bait company thing and deciding what to do. Many people just do soft plastics, some tie jigs, some build spinner baits, crankbaits, jerk baits. I do it all. I have since 1981, except for a short time sponsored by a lure company. And I still made some baits in too, because everybody does. You don't always throw your sponsor stuff. That's just the way it works. I don't know which way to take this. That hardcore wacko worm with the hard center so the hook doesn't rip out, that's a big deal. And I have maybe 200 of them poured. My V1, they're $8 for 10 of them. And I think they're well worth that. Of course, they're shipping. Most places have been about $6 for shipping. They're well worth that. If they last twice as long as a Senko, they're worth that. If they catch fish, which they have for me. Again, I'm not trying to force feed people. My version 2, which is going to be coming out directly, is an investment on my part. It's a heavier plastic. They're going to be higher than that, but I think they're going to be worth it. I mean, I'm not going to give them away. I've given away stuff my whole life. I'm going to get my money out of these things after I get a few people baited and show you how good they really are. I've been sending some out free with other stuff. Hopefully get some good feedback on them. Stupid, reach over here. I've been hand pouring since last year, hand pouring all kinds of little shaky head baits, and I haven't sold any yet. I made some more yesterday with leftover plastic from another pour. Like laminated, can you see it? Blue and brown. Anyway, I probably got 500 of those made up. I haven't sold any yet. Probably time to start selling them. So with that being said, what's going to happen next is this. I'm working on a website. Well, I've got one bought. I've got to build it. I'm not going to pay somebody else to build it. I built some websites over the years. As technologically challenged as I am, that is saying something. So you'll be looking for that. I'll be putting links on and stuff, because the fishing, sharing stuff is more important yet. But this is going to be a business. I need to use my platform here as much as possible. And teach y'all more about making baits. I got a bunch of guys. I've got hooked on this, painting hard baits. I call that a win. Even though I'm trying to sell baits, I got 7 or 8 guys that are hooked on making their own baits now. Awesome. That's pretty cool. Old guy custom lures, not DW Verts fishing, not old school, nothing. It's gonna be old guy custom lures. That's the name of it. The website will be that.com. I've got that domain bought. My God, the money you got to spend. I got right there, 5 gallons worth of plastic, another $150. Yeah, it's an expensive deal, is what it is. So let me know what y'all think about all this crud I'm trying to throw at you. Seriously, I've got baits laying everywhere, and I'm trying to get something going and not getting away my fishing. I did not fish last week one time. Last week, April, I never went a line. How sad's that? Between making baits and my other work and some weather, hopefully we'll change that. Hopefully. In a funny addition to that, funny for me, because I'm just regular plain old. We're gonna have some fun, or we ain't gonna do this at all. My wife fished a tournament with me a few weeks ago. I never did a video about that. I wasn't gonna spoil the experience. She's never fished to speak of. She went fishing with me with my wacko worm. She caught bass. She was just a co-ed tournament. She fished it. We didn't do very good, but she did catch a fish, and she got excited about it. Another one in 2 weeks. She's gonna fish another one with me 2 weeks from tomorrow. And middle of May, Lake of the Ozarks, I'm thinking she don't want to figure out retrieve. She just wants chunk and wine. So I made her a bait. This ought to be in middle of May. Ought to be a good chunk and wine bait. That showing up good enough. Yeah, look at that. Is that funky? My wife, we've always joked about getting her a convertible Volkswagen, painting it white with daisies and flower child 60 stuff. So I made her a plopper style bait. Plopo, we're trying to think of names. Whipper Plipper, Plopo. You like that? That's going to be her bait, her primary bait. Jack around having fun, That's part of the fun bait making. You do different things. But I wanted to share that with you. My wife's Plopo. I don't know. You got to come up with a better name for that. That's it. I'm making baits. I'm starting to sell baits. I have soft plastics over here. I got boxes of stuff I made. I've got crankbaits and jerk baits and top waters and more crankbaits over there with the first couple coats of paint. It's never in. It's a sick process. I need to recoup some of my money. Yeah. Okay. God bless you guys. Thanks for watching. I'm out of here. I got to go back and work for a while.